Alright, so like I said in the first part of the video, no intro, no outro, but still follow my social medias. I don't say it that much, but you can subscribe and give it a like and fair and follow if you want to. All credit goes to Sportskeeda, where I first heard about these articles, and later on, I found these two big giant ones next to Upaville, aka Caleb. A lot of ones that I guess a lot of Gen Z kids like, even though these two are real close to my age. One's like 30 and the other one's like 29. The big giant dude and that small, tiny, bearded dude. I'm a little bit groggy myself. Obviously. I'm probably going to cut this video in half and edit the crap out of this video commentary reaction. But it is what it effing is. So here that we go. Asmongold. I know this is like almost 2.5 weeks old. But somebody that's an uncle and almost a father figure in my life, this breaks my freaking heart from what I heard. I watched a video, I know it's way back in April 4th, but I don't give a shit. This might be a whole hour long, so I'll leave the links to both the video duration points where I react to Asmongold and MoistKritical, aka Penguins, Charlie White, Charles White, whatever they go by nowadays. At this time of 2024 April, they're massively relevant people, so I'm not clickbaiting, I'm not rage baiting, I'm not consecrating, I'm gonna try to emotionally gravitate towards it. And I'm gonna have to censor the crap out of something too. This is some wild shit. So let's hear from Mr. Daddy Asmongold himself, aka Alex. And now half the stuff I agree with him, half the stuff I disagree, because sometimes I gotta be careful what I say about other people, because I don't want his whole fan base to jump at me and try to dox or DDoS me where I live IRL. Same with the other two Penguins. Zero White, Charlie White, MoistKritical, Penguin Zero, whatever he goes by nowadays, Moist Meter Man. Gotta be careful what I say about these two. big time, because a lot of the younger fans are mainly young. I doubt there's nobody in their mid-late 30s or 40s almost that are fans of these fools at all, because I'm not gonna say they're manipulative. When it comes to their Twitch live streams, bro, I mean, let's say the dude's a saint. Charlie MoistKritical, he's a saint. He's giving away free money like crazy. I couldn't give him a golf clap for that. I'm surprised Asmongold never did that. So yeah, I'm gonna react to it. I heard a little bit about this kid before, but I don't know how much of a nuisance he might be. I don't know.
So I did see a little bit about this. So this is some like stupid ass kid. And so he puts his hands in like people's food.
Oh wow.
And
that's what he was doing? What? No freaking way.
Then he walks away.
That's crazy. Hold on. One quick second, my friends. Alright, since I'm using the AZ recorder, I gotta be careful how I do this. This is the only way I'll be able to blur the kid's face out. Alright, let's keep going. Stupid ass
So
kid.
this is some like stupid ass kid.
Tiny young boy, bro. He's got a baby face still.
And so he puts his hands in like people's food, and then he walks away.
Put your hand in my food again,
believable,
and I'm
bro.
throwing all of your phone.
You're
not touching our phone.
Don't put your hand in my food again. Do not do that. You don't do that to people.
Who do you think you are? Who do you think you are?
Stop filming me.
You're a nobody. It's a live stream. You can't stop it.
Who the fuck are you?
Who the fuck are you?
Give me the phone.
Now you're not touching my phone.
Ooh,
Touch my
my
phone.
blood
I'm actually
pressure's
doing
already
something.
raising.
You beat me up. I will.
Blood pressure's already raising through the roof. This is why I'm so glad I'm not a father of children. And I don't say it in real life IRL too much, but there's a nephew I'm kind of currently like watching and raising a little bit. I'm not going to say his actual real name, but we'll just call him Adam for now. I pray and hope to God he doesn't end like this when he's 9, 10 years old. He's already 6.
How old are you? 5?
Jesus.
Do you? Alright, hold up. Do you?
Don't do that again.
Hold up. Yeah, shut the fuck up.
I don't justify and like, I'm not a fan of violence, but I'm as close as you can be to a fan of violence in this situation. Like, if
Agreed.
there was a time for...
Hot take, but I agree. This kid didn't get enough fucking goddamn spankings or timeouts. Timeouts sometimes don't even do that either. I'm not trying to do, CBA. I'm not trying to say, child abuse is the way to go. Or spankings or hitting them with the freaking belt or any of that other shit. Like, I know I got disciplined a bunch of times like that, and luckily I came out okay, but I agree to disagree on that. But I agree with them a lot more on that one. Violence is sometimes the answer. Not always, but sometimes.
Violence of any time, I feel like it would be right now. You know, I think Kick banned him or something like that for doing this.
Doesn't
He got
surprise me
banned
either.
because someone gave him a blunt to smoke in a video. So some guy stream sniped a 14-year-old and gave him drugs. Yeah, that sounds about right.
Wow. Absolutely fucking pathetic. Well, we're gonna see Penguin's MoistKritical Charles what he had to say about it, because I missed this video before. Before any of the comments section, anyone says, "Oh, you're content thief stealing," I'm not. I'm just using it as an example. I never actually react to a full video of this dude before. I know who the man is. This man needs no introduction. He's almost at 16 million subscribers. The other one has 18 million. Ginormous as ass. You see him yourself. Links to the original thing down below. I'm surprised I missed this one. And then sometimes he uses a lot of Gen Z lingo and shit. That's stuff I'm not going to understand. But he's a lot younger than me. He's like 28, 29. But dude's a secret millionaire, billionaire. Unless you're in the Twitch or YouTube or Discord, TikTok world, you're probably not going to know what this is. If you're an average normie sheep, you're probably going to know who this dude MoistKritical is. Maybe some of your kids and your uncles and your nieces and nephews probably know who this kid is. No, he's way almost around my age. I could call him kid, but... And some of the stuff I agree with him on, some stuff I disagree with. I had a few hot takes with him. I got to be extremely extra cautious and talk about other fools, because I remember he got super extra pissed. The only time has nothing to do with this video, but I think his Moist Esports video game, Esports electronic, like video game, like freaking squad, he got way extra heated, angry. If I remember to leave the link down in the video, I laughed at it a little bit too. It's kind of a silly thing to be angry about, in my opinion. Hot take, but whatever. Let's see what he had to say on it. Those 8 minutes. We'll give him the time of day. And I'll read the articles after that, too. Hopefully, I get to read the articles, stories out. That's the one I really want to get to. And my personal thoughts, using speculations, as mostly uncharged as possible. Or riled up.
Nuisance streamers that go around harassing strangers, causing a commotion, and just making everyone's lives around them more miserable suck. Like, that's not a hot take. Everyone knows that. They're just this miasma of cringe that cause everyone a massive headache.
Okay.
But, as I and many others have pointed out for years now, they do inspire an entire generation of young viewers to be losers like them, because they do find an audience, they do find success, they make money from it, so it becomes a career path and something that young kids want to do to try and emulate that behavior and be like a massive headache.
And that's a very, very dangerous thing to do. Some of these younger kids are wielding power like that, and influencers are going to be brain rotting other Gen Alpha kids in the far, far future, because there are going to be some sensible, common sense Gen Zers. It depends on like what parents or grandparents raise them. It's not always, oh, I want to be the old man. It's like, oh, you Gen Zer kids and Gen Alpha kids are all evil, toxic. You're all going to burn in hell. Like, I might come off like that a little bit, but it's not really the case.
But as I and many others have pointed out for years now, they do inspire an entire generation of young viewers to be losers like them, because they do find an audience, they do find success.
I don't call every single one of them losers, dude. I'll get to that in a second.
They make money from it, so it becomes a career path and something that young kids want to do to try and emulate that behavior and be like them. It's fucking tragic, and now we're starting to see the results of all of this.
No, it's just kidding. Oh, he blocked the account. Surprise.
Put your hand in my food again?
That little effing goddamn laugh. He goes, that's real disgusting. I don't know if he got that from those freaking red pill channels like Fresh Fit or Sneeko. I don't know. It's brain rotting, deterring, destroying a future generation of society where America's probably not going to exist anymore. Scary as hell as that is. I swear, I'm not trying to be old on a T-word watch list, but the way the next future generations are going, I fear for the freaking world. I really do. I might catch on fire.
And I'm throwing all of your phones.
You're not touching our phone.
Don't put your hand in my food again. Do not do that. You don't do that.
This young whippersnapper can't be older than 11 years old, and he's already becoming a scourge. He's trying to do what all of the other public nuisance streamers do by just being a societal hemorrhoid. He still has his baby teeth. He hasn't even gotten his adult teeth yet, and he's already doing this shit. He just graduated from suckling milk out of his mother's bosom, and now he's trying to suckle milk out of Jack Doherty's titties here. He's just trying to get that clout through being
I remember hearing something about that dude, Jack Doherty. I'm going to try to be a saint like my dude Repsion does. Because, man, he did a whole freaking really good documentary video. And that dude would have made me shoot through the roof in anger. And I saw a bunch of stuff what he was about. Nasty, evil, toxic POS, man. And his mother, in my personal opinion, it sounds fucked up and evil to say, should have been fucking aborted that kid if he was going to be an ugly, disgusting, tainted, rotten apple to the core like that. To other people like that, what he was doing with the security guards and all that shit. physically hurting and assaulting him like that. That's sick. And he just laughs in the crowd like, oh, I'm doing it for content. Like, everything content has been so used. It's lost so much of the word, like the R word did, and the 2 R words did, and the N word, and the other real bad stuff that had bad language meaning to it at that time. It's all losing its freaking meaning. Content. I'm doing it for content. It's like when the stupid ass fucking goddamn prankster mother effers were running YouTube from 2013 to like 2017 and 2018. YouTube put a stop to that, They're doing it on other freaking platforms like Kick or TikTok or Twitch, which I recommend to my younger Gen Alpha, Gen Z generations that's watching me. I doubt it. Most people are probably 35, 40 plus are watching me. Don't do this shit. Please don't.
A piece of shit. Now you're probably thinking to yourself, Charles, are you really going to be insulting an 11-year-old here? And the answer is a resounding absolutely. This needs to be squashed. You gotta put the kibosh on this immediately to learn that this is not acceptable at all. So absolutely, I will be insulting this kid and the entire goof troop that travels with him for these streams. Now, he has thankfully been banned for this, which is one of the very few times I've ever seen Kick ban someone. I imagine it's not a permaban, but it 100% should be. I guess we'll have to wait and see if it is. Yeah, though, this shit absolutely super sucks. So I'm doing a public service here by insulting them. Hopefully it discourages more people like this, and hopefully this kid grows and learns that it's awful. It's not even good content. People are watching you because you are a clown, and they're sitting on the edge of their seat waiting for you to get your ass beat. That is your entire audience. You are a fucking spittoon that they are spitting in. Why would you want that to be your whole brand? His whole stream is basically either arguing or fighting people, and this...
He's got a point on that, man. It's like a lot of these Gen Alpha, not all the Gen Z, but some of these Gen Z kids, man, they'll just put anything on the internet just for clout and freaking clicks and views so they can get all that sweet monetizable money. It's not from YouTube, it's probably going to be from Snapchat or Twitch or TikTok and Instagram or some other place like Threads. I don't even know if Threads is still a thing. Or X, Twitter. Because they're starting to do, I just found out last month, they're doing a whole long-ass anime live streams now. It's crazy.
This is him just taking food from a stranger's table. That lady then goes up to confront him, and I'll show you that clip in a moment. But in the same stream, he also gets in an actual fist fight with some other kids. His whole stream is just creating problems and instigating, hoping that someone will fight back, and he just yells and screams about it, or in this case, throws some wet noodle punches at them. So him and his goof troop fight this other group, and they know that they're not going to get their ass beat because they're too young. So the group that's taking these punches...
I guarantee they're going to use that little excuse. I'm a minor, I'm a child, you can't hit me, Burn that little high-pitched, noisy, like 80s, 90s, nerdy, geeky, freaking weird-ass, weak soy boy sauce F-word. I can't say that. Almost got triggered emotionally type of thing. I don't want to get rage baited or clickbaited now. I'm just saying.
Doesn't actually fire back. They push him away at one point, but they don't actually swing on him because they know they would be the ones that get in trouble because this is a toddler.
Yeah,
so they're using their age as a shield because they know there's going to be no real repercussions.
Don't put your hand in my food again. Do not do that. You don't do that to
I
people.
remember seeing this
Stop
already.
filming me.
It's a live stream. You can't stop it.
Who the fuck are you?
Who the fuck are you?
Give me the phone.
Now you're not touching my fucking phone. Touch my phone, I'm gonna actually do something.
Are you
about
gonna
it.
beat me up?
Back the fuck up. I will.
That's
I will.
society.
Kids making threats to this
I
woman.
pissed off his opinions. I'm going to say it early. I'll say something at the end for far later. This is just society crumbling in on itself, mainly in the United States, probably Canada too, but it doesn't surprise me it's Florida. No offense to any Floridians that live out there, but man, it's becoming a wasteland of freaking shit out there. Little shits like this running around and harassing people is no good. No bueno.
He also has his friend, behind her just in case. It seems like he was contemplating sucker punching her. That's what it seemed like the synapses in his brain were about to fire and tell him to do there. This is his whole stream with him and his friends just wandering around, making problems with complete strangers for no reason. And I'm also using the term friends very loosey-goosey here because I have a hunch that they're not actually his friends. They probably can't stand to be around.
Yeah, he's got his own little language too. I don't know what that means. It's a Gen Zer term. I'm going to have to go look at an Urban Dictionary for that. Loosey-goosey. I don't know what the hell that means.
On this annoying shit stain. They're just here because he has some viewers and they're trying to elevate themselves. That's typically how these stories go. I think it's also worth mentioning that he has clearly been heavily inspired by Jack Doherty. Jack Doherty is another public nuisance streamer who does this exact same style of content where he just travels around, makes problems, causes a ruckus, and he has a bodyguard with him so that when anyone tries to confront Jack, the bodyguard steps in and either attacks that person or scares them away and sizes them up, gets them out of there to protect Jack Doherty from the consequences of his actions while Jack peeks around the bodyguard still lobbing insults at him like a real tough guy.
Yeah, I remember hearing that somewhere on Twitter X, man. That dude's a coward shrimp. Pathetic POS there, man. He's scumming the other earth right there for February almost 3 months ago.
So Jack Doherty is probably about the same size as this 11-year-old. So the reason I say that he's clearly inspired by him is because this kid also travels around with a bodyguard. That's who that dweeb with the TikTok broccoli hair was that's positioned behind the woman here. That's supposed to be this kid's muscle. Or backup, perhaps. Maybe sidekick. I believe it's supposed to be his bodyguard, though, like Jack Doherty has. But the clear difference between Jack Doherty's bodyguard and this kid's is Jack's is a full-grown adult man who is like a professional bodyguard. This kid's is another child who's still afraid of the dentist and probably still wearing Pampers and the head of the anime club. But he is still trying very hard to be like Jack Doherty. And the question needs to be asked, where are their parents? Where in the fucking world are these kids' parental figures?
I don't know. I don't know where all these kids' parents are.
Don't do that again.
Hold up. Yeah, shut the fuck up. Let's go.
I couldn't imagine anything more painful as a parent than seeing your son like this, or any of the kids in this group here. It'd be less shameful if they were just addicted to heroin. Now, I know a lot of people default to blaming the parents here because that's a really easy thing.
Debatable there, because that shit, you know, the fentanyl shit's sadly taking people's lives away way more than cocaine and the heroin, unfortunately, drug. But yeah, that's a hot take there. It's a whole other separate video I'll never get into here.
To point the finger at, especially with so many parents just sitting their kids in front of an iPad and letting them doom scroll the internet and letting the internet raise their kids. But in a case like this, I don't necessarily know if that's 100% how this happened. I think even if you're someone who's very active in their kids' lives, they can just stumble across something like a kick streamer like Jack Doherty and see him flexing his wealth and be, you know, blown away by that, getting stars in their eyes and be like, I want to be like that. And no matter what the parent does, they can't really snap them out of it. That's just something the kid's going to have to learn through failure and learning that they're going to end up alone and a loser by trying to be like Jack Doherty. But I think there is a clear problem here that the parents aren't here. Like, they're just letting their 11-year-olds wander around IRL streaming. Under no circumstances should a child of this age be fucking IRL streaming on Kick. Kick is a platform that actually has child predators on it. There was a whole expose video about a big streamer who was legitimately a fucking predator. And their kids are now...
Holy shit, I did not know anything about that. That's real extra sad. Almost every, like, famous freaking mobile app thing, it's popular. Sadly, there's a lot of nasty, effed up creeps. Disgusting ass demonic spirit, like, I see pedos on their fucking thing. Thank God I'm not a freaking parent, because if I was, that would burn me up a lot more than I already freaking did.
Streaming IRL on that platform right now. And even on any platform, I don't think any kids should be doing any kind of streams like this. So I really am curious why the parents aren't more present in their life to allow them to stream for hours like this. That's just downright irresponsible, 100%. But I don't necessarily blame them for the kid trying to be a Jack Doherty clone, a bootleg Jack Doherty. That's something that even if the parents were monitoring their internet usage, he may have just stumbled across through TikTok or Twitter or something and then just got hooked on it. And that's a hard thing to stop as a parent. I do understand that part, but they definitely need to know that this is not acceptable behavior or normal behavior for kids to be doing. Fucking streaming, being an asshole, come on. The parents definitely got to step up here and do something, I would say. Unfortunately, I don't think this is going to be the last time we see a kid start to do streams like this. I really do think that streamers like Jack Doherty, who I keep name dropping, but it's just so clear his influence on this kid's life, really do create further degenerates. They just continue this cycle of degeneracy by making more people like this. And it sucks. That shit is terrible. So hopefully I'm wrong and we won't see more cases like this, but man, it's still awful. Even with just one case, that one kid was inspired enough to start trying to do the same thing. It's sad to see. And yeah, I just wanted to talk about that a little bit. That's about it. So yeah.
Oh man, it is a heartbreaking thing to say. As an uncle, man, I fear for my freaking nephews, like future, man, I really do. Okay, so I know most of the world, sadly, in my personal opinion, like, they don't want to read shit in story news articles like I do, but let's get into that and hopefully get my thoughts using any speculations at the end. I gotta be more quiet because Roomy's up now, so there's that. Yeah. I already showed you guys most of the thing. Yeah, this is from Jason Parker. I gotta credit Jason Parker and the other person that did their freaking, whatchamacallit here. Yeah, Amish Sheva. Let me fix the thing real quick. Hold on. There we go. Camera. I don't know why the camera messes up for AZ Recorder more than it does here, but I gotta use the blur feature. So yeah, popular YouTube streamer, MoistKritical Charlie, aka this one, and the other one fool over here. Alright, oh, that's what his name was, Zachary. I kept thinking it was Alex, not Zachary. Alright, this is one I'll read first, Asmongold. One of many content creators discovered hostile behavior on Kizzie. I thought it was, he looks like he's 8-9 years old. He's 14? What? Hey, yo, that's really bad. He looks way more like a freaking 7, 8, 9-year-old little kid. He must have been non-nourished as frick. I don't know why. I guess he freaking was. It's fucking weird. Weird shit, man. Really weird. I don't know why this is doing that. Hold on. Alright, let's continue with the article. If you guys are still here, hopefully. Kick streamer was recently banned for harassing people during his IRL streams. As gained attention, new content creators decried young man's action in public. Young kick streamer was known for as no Kizzie CSP. I don't know what CSP even means because I'm an old ass freaking man. I don't live in the internet like that. I got IRL duties, responsibilities. My hotel job I gotta do. So there's that. Let's see. Public and then gain attention for quite a bit. I already read that. Has gained quite a bit of following and internet fame throughout his negative actions, but Asmongold was far from impressed. Same with the other dude, Charlie, MoistKritical Charles White. Let's move on. We're watching the clip. He had heard online saying this. He's already says, kids are being stupid again. Alright, so I was just saying everything that we saw in the video, but I'm still reading anyways. Clip begins at 23:03, so he had a whole live stream of almost 2 hours or half hour in this. I don't know. Although there's more clips on the clip Kizzie menacing people in public, Asmongold found one where he was harassing people, putting his hands in their food as well as he walked by. This would, of course, led to the woman getting up and confronting the young kick streamer for their behavior. Asmongold, I don't know how you say that word, succinctly explained situation to his audience. Alright. Twitch streamer laughed at the woman in the video and the faces of the kid. Kizzie did, not Asmongold. I remember that. Let's just make that shit abundantly clear. Let's go on. Confrontation became heated and seems as if the older woman and Kizzie were going to end up fighting physically. Would have been bad altercation there. Young children running around streaming, constantly insulting the woman, calling her a nobody. Wow. I didn't hear the part he says nobody, unless he was doing that whole mocking thing. That's probably what he was fucking doing. Seriously, man. His parents failed him badly as a child, in my opinion. Well, she tried to take their phones and filming her and sticking their hands in her food. At the end, Zach put his feelings against violence. There it goes up there. You guys can read it. We were to watch the video. Ultimately, the streamer got banned for his harassment and other people IRL streaming. Other content creators, I already read that one. I haven't read it yet. Streamer is 14 and already became a scourge, however you say that. At that time of writing, Kizzie remains banned in the Kick platform, taking action in most recent Twitch. They probably unbanned him now because it's been like over 2 weeks since this happened. Alright. Wow. I don't know what this is from. Alright. So, this is the next one. MoistKritical, there we go. Not sure if the same person from before. Oh no. Shervastia. Arnesia Shervastia. I've heard of that person before on Sports Keto, so credit to all of them. That was there. The content's Kizzie went viral April 3rd. I thought it was the 4th. It was the 3rd? I didn't know that because I know it was this month when it happened. However, I gotta get the sources right. Sports Keto, I'm just saying. There's several clips of his IRL broadcast surfaced on social media. One of the videos showed the content creator harassing a woman in a restaurant, tampering her food and grabbing it. Individual eventually confronted Kizzie and no touching, sternly instructing the cameraman to stop filming the incident. Oh, I almost forgot what he was saying. So who do you think you are? You're nobody. Who the fuck are you? You're not touching my fucking phone. If you touch my phone, I'm actually going to do something bad. Act their fuck ups. Individual response, what are you going to do? Beat me up? Psh. Well, in a YouTube video titled Streamers of Ruin a Generation, MoistKritical stream Kizzie shenanigans or stream becoming a Scrooge remarked. I'm not reading any of his remarks because we already watched the video. We responded a little bit. It's the old school video responses. God, I miss those things. I really do. Trying to catch the clout before being a piece of shit. Oof. And of course, Keemstar, he ended up getting involved in that. He wanted to put his 2 cents in on it. After the 1 minute mark of the aforementioned YouTube video, MoistKritical asserts that Kizzie has been called out for his action. He explained. We already know what he said because we saw the video. According to MoistKritical, Kizzie's channel on Kicked has been suspended. And probably unbanned by now because it's been a little while. But if it's permanently banned, that's crazy. But Got unkicked platform streamer for that. For the context, Kizzie has been appeared. Kick streamer from Regshinashash. Oh, this dude, this kid again, Neon. Literal kick. I think he's like 18, 19 years old. That's crazy, man. You know, yeah, legally, in the United States, you're considered adult there, but he still has so much more brain development by the time you're 25 years old. Should be 30, honestly, in my opinion. Broadcast on March 30th or March 14th, 2024. The two got into a heated argument debate. Neon threatened to dox him. Oof. Do a lot of not safe for work crap in the content creator. Yeah, I remember that one. I did a video freaking thing on that. Yeah, thoughts, views, opinions, speculations, man. This kid, bro. This freaking kid. No good, bro. Definitely no bueno. Extremely bad. No freaking bueno. That's what Asmongold was saying earlier. So there's that. Very, very crazy shit there. Actually, yeah, let me rewind the video real quick. Yeah, like, dude, this is bad, man. Really, really bad. I don't want to show it for too long because I'm going to have to freaking stop it a few times. Hold on. Yeah, but anyways. Hold on. Some real wild shit's going on. Like, really, what happened to that dude? I don't know, man. It wouldn't matter. I don't think if they would have sent him to boot camp or any of that shit, because if they did, that shit would have been sad as hell, honestly. See, I'm still recording, thank God. This is what's wrong with the fucking goddamn world. Not even just social media rot the brain. All of them just got fucking tablets and VRs and ARs. And pretty soon I'm going to be surprised. That's my little nephew. He loves the crap out of that. He's probably just going to have all VR machines. He's going to be like Wally IRL. I made this argument millions and quadrillions and billions of goddamn times on this bitch. And I'm not even a dad. I fear for the future generation, man. I really do. I'm not in power of government. I'm not no Democrat or Republican. Oh, we got to put labels on this on these kids. We got to put freaking restrictions on that. Ban this and ban that. Keep this, but keep that. But you got to have a certain strict rule. You have to have an ID for this, ID for that, ID for everything, you know? I don't like that shit, man. I really don't like totalitarian. I hope to God we don't become some social credit score like freaking society, like freaking China has. Not get into politics, but that's how we're slowly leading this world. And if more and more kids and Kik and TikTok are becoming more and more evil or toxic, like there's a lot of demons roaming through a lot of these kids' lives. And no offense if any of you guys are mothers or fathers out there, or uncles or aunts for real. But you gotta watch every single thing they could do. I can't imagine the stress and that freaking goddamn mental, spiritual, emotional, physical pain even that these parents gotta be going through. Because I remember last year, I think September, October, when that whole freaking thing went off. When that whole like viral video, I gotta shout out the sort of bigger channel, Salem Tovar. I don't know if I'll ever put it in this here, but I'll see if I remember to put the links in the description box below. If I do remember to post that video down below, the link to it. She was showing how all these Gen Z are like, not even my generation, millennial teachers, but a lot of Gen Z are public school teachers. They were going through living hells. Not even just with little black African American kids too. Hispanic, Latino, Asian, and white kids. They're all lashing out at the teachers like a mother effer, bro. And half of the teachers are already quitting more and more. There's probably when a lot of AI robotic takeover. I know I'm not trying to be a fearmonger on this. A lot of them are going to take away their freaking jobs. A lot of these machines are going to take away and replace humans as their job because the robots never complain, never bullshit, never ask their bosses or higher ups that rule them, really. Like, financially, they're slaves. It's sad. Slave society like that. It's sad. It's unfortunate. Breaks my heart to see it, too, big time. And I know we're going way over off a topic on this, but to see little freaking pieces of demonic little shit-stained shit brats like this act up, acting fools, and the parents don't do nothing about it, it's just freaking a little slap on the wrist at least. They don't even do that to him. And they let him get away with this shit? Like, what the fucking hell's going on with society in America? Or Canada, or anywhere in the world? I guarantee you in the Middle East and China, they would not have their kids fucking act up like this. But then I don't want over-restricting this either, because I saw 4 or 5 years ago in 2018, 2019, before the Panini Plandemic Scandemic thing happened, the way they freaking have their kids in schools are like literal slaves, man. They have them in these cone things. They teach them all this bullshit subliminal propaganda, how evil sometimes, not all the time, the United States is. They're brainwashing the shit out of their kids badly, too. See, there's a thing. There's got to be a balance in both. Don't give your kids too much freedom, but don't restrict the living shit out of them. Or they become like a yes man, like robotic machine slave. Because I saw how bad so many old school BitChute and Brighteon videos I've seen. Literally, it's almost like technology over there makes you a literal, actual spiritual slave out there. And I even watched this Walgreens thing from like 2 months ago. Everything's voice access commands coming soon. They're probably going to do that to these kids. These kids are going to accept it. They're already accepting all these fucking stupid ass freaking microtransaction games. I didn't get a chance to talk about it. I'll probably talk about this about Pokemon Go. They made the girls ugly. They uglified the shit out of them. It's sad as hell. I'll leave a link to this other video I heard about that from. And they're going to be acceptable in that. Anything goes. I swear after that eclipse last week happened, this country's getting way more extra quadruple evil. They even have a thing called the demon face syndrome. I already talked about that last month on the video. I'll see if I remember to link all these screenshots down below. But yeah, credits due. And I disagree with half of the shit they say, but I agree on some of their stuff. Because I'm not gonna lie, if you made something on this video, sometimes MoistKritical says a little bit of crazy ass unhinged shit out there. I disagree with him massively. Because he's young enough to be my little brother. Granted, he's a millionaire, billionaire. I ain't nowhere near his level of status or fame, fortune, or freaking money wise. I don't got no money like how he's got money. But it is what it is. And same with Asmongold. Sometimes there's a little bit of narcissism, nihilism, a little bit MFers occasionally. But then sometimes they make good points and statements because they came from the video game community on Twitch and Justin TV. They both came from the World of Warcraft League of Legends show. And they still do that. I know probably a bunch of little ass freaking kids I'll never meet IRL. Thank God I won't. Because I don't want to, because I don't want to be no pedophile, sex offender registration list. God forbid. I never want to be that. Some they probably looked up to these three, like Oprahville and the scroggy, like drug-looking dudes, like Asmongold and MoistKritical. They probably look at them as their gods and their deities. And when they get older in their age, they probably wish they didn't look up to them. Thank God I don't look up to these dudes. I just use them as news resources most of the time. That's really, honestly, I use them for news article resources half the time. I'm not trying to use it against them. Sometimes they seem like pretty chill dudes, and sometimes come off as asshole POSs. Sometimes you need to get off their high horse. I'm just saying. You know, they do good stuff with charity streams. When it comes to their charity streams and doing good things for humanity, I give them a pass. I know both of them are super hardcore atheists, which is sad, but it's a video for another time. It's all good for now out of here. Links to description box down below, cartel on the side, and that wraps up the video, and that's it. Peace out, ladies and gentlemen, boys and boys and penguins. And Dr. Mojo, I'll see you when I see you. Have a good day, have a good night, wherever in the world of the universe out there. Don't drink smoke at the same time. Don't be reckless. Stay tuned more for your conscious channel, and I gotta start wearing my thing again, because it's starting to get big again. It's curly. In the future conscious channel, we have video game industry news, video game console news, anime manga news, virtual V2 drama news, towards Keto and Dexter news like this one. Reaction to movies and video game trailer news, happy stuff, and serious strict reaction response videos like this one. And of course, as always, sometimes Elon Musk news, celebrity gossip news, and then that's it. And oh yeah, once in a while I rarely ever do drama news, super drama news. That's it. Peace out, my sauerkraut. Let's bye. See you on the flip side. Take it easy. Stay extra safe, or cautious. Don't take any of the jabs or the pokes or any of the other shit and scary, creepy stuff out there. And goodbye. Talk to you soon. I'm out. See you later.